as they continue to risk losing their jobs and their health care. Some officers, like these outside of Collins Correctional Facilities, continue to hold the line here, while others are taking the fight right to the governor's front door in Albany.
We won't break! We won't break!
Hundreds of COs and their supporters gathered outside the state capitol protesting unsafe working conditions and escalating violence brought on, they claim, by the HALT Act, which limits discipline against inmates, which they say has served to embolden them to act up without consequence. The state's view, though, backed by a court ruling, is that these wildcat strikes violate the Taylor law, which prohibits certain public employees, including prison guards, from walking off the job. They are angry with the governor, who proudly claims to stand with labor, but who they believe has given them nothing but the back of her hand. This woman, whose husband was a corrections officer, has a son who still is.
What is she gonna do? My son has worked 16, 18, 24 hours, and we are tired of it as a family.
Has Governor Hochul bungled this whole thing?
Well, I think her and her commissioners have, to a point, yes, and the legislature.
Joe Giglio served as an assemblyman for 20 years until last fall and was the ranking minority Republican on the Assembly Corrections Commission when the HALT Act was passed.
So the correction officers who were responsible for keeping the facilities safe and secure didn't matter as much as those that were incarcerated in that facility.
Facilities now being manned by members of the National Guard, housed in gymnasiums behind the walls.
I battled it in committee, battled it on the floor, but when you have majorities like that, there's no way to win. We always talk about compassion in the Assembly and the Senate, and these bills were passed on so-called compassion. What about compassion for them and their families? They have had none. No one else, in government especially, would have ever been treated this way. Never. No other union would have been treated this way, but these guys are.
Outside Collins Correctional Facility. On your side, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.